Hello there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news. Big breaking news now. We know Chelsea have got a spending spree of £260 million in his transfer window. We know they've got the likes of Bakayoko in, they've got the likes of Rodger in, they've got the likes of Morata in as well. Costa could still leave. We know John Terry's left Chelsea as well after 22 years, but Chelsea is still looking to get another 2 or 3 players in the same current transfer window. You know, they're making cries about they're planning to make discussions over Barkley. You know, they still want Oxlade-Chamberlain from Arsenal. You know, there's been monitoring an interest in Jamie Vardy. And now the scenario around Danny Drinkwater as well. Apparently now Chelsea have been interested in Danny Drinkwater for quite a while now. It has been confirmed there has been negotiations going on, and I still think these are ongoing negotiations going on. Chelsea did before have a 15 million bid rejected for Danny Drinkwater, and then they were going to plan out to put a 25 or 30 million bid in for Danny Drinkwater, but Leicester are demanding that they want £40 million for Danny Drinkwater. I think Chelsea are willing to pay this. He's still on negotiations going on, and apparently Chelsea are close now to signing Danny Drinkwater from Leicester, the current Premier League winner back in 2016. The current player that risen up the youth ranks with us earlier on in his current career. You know, he's been at Cardiff, he's been at Huddersfield before as well, and I think he has been at Leicester now 4 or 5 years as Danny Drinkwater. And basically what Chelsea are basically tagging to do is he's basically looking to reunite with Kante after they were a fantastic partnership together. Leicester when Kante was at Leicester, I thought it was a fantastic partnership with Danny Drinkwater, and they are looking to reunite together in the middle of the park. I thought Kante won the PFA last season, was fantastic in the middle of the park with Matic. Chelsea offloaded Matic, and now Danny Drinkwater is their number one replacement is Danny Drinkwater. Yes, Kante last season did win the PFA, so could Chelsea get another Leicester player in space of a couple of years? Could they even get 3? Could they even get another 2? They could get Danny Drinkwater, which looks likely now apparently, and they could still possibly get Jamie Vardy. So that's 3. If that does happen, that's 3 Leicester players that Chelsea would have secured in space of a couple of years, because Chelsea did get Kante for £30 million. But apparently it's coming close now on agreeing between the two clubs on agreeing a £40 million deal for Danny Drinkwater. To be honest, I don't really know much about the current player. You know, with his performances, you know, his outstanding performance, he's got his name into the England squad as well, did Danny Drinkwater. But apparently now they are close to securing a £40 million deal. I thought there was a fantastic partnership though, Danny Drinkwater and Kante at Leicester in their success to the title. And it'd be interesting to see, you know, with them reunited together, how they participated at Chelsea. He has got a 4 or 5 year deal with Leicester, but Leicester, I think, were reluctant and resisted to offload the player, but they have demanded a £40 million price tag, and I think Chelsea are willing to meet this current price tag for Danny Drinkwater, so that could become complete in the next couple of days. Could Chelsea pursue of Danny Drinkwater? They have got 3 players in, but Conte's still looking to get a couple in before the transfer window comes to a conclusion. We know Chelsea have still been monitoring about Jamie Vardy, but as I updated you earlier, we know Arsenal have got problems. You know, there's players that could still leave their club. Arsenal have they monitored Jamie Vardy last summer, but Vardy had signed a new deal worth £100,000 a week. Everton are now making inquiries. They're planning to hijack Chelsea's move for Jamie Vardy. Everton have been spent 150 odd million, and that's on about 7 or 8 players. Man, we've spent quite a bit of money, but Chelsea are interested in Jamie Vardy, the Leicester player. Everton are interested in Jamie Vardy. I don't know if Leicester are willing to currently sell the player. I think he's rated as around about a £40 million player. Vardy has been at Leicester now for 4 or 5 years, and Leicester only did purchase him for £1 million to get him away from the non-league Jamie Vardy. But Chelsea are planning to add depth in their midfield, strengthen up their attack, and put someone alongside Morata that can score goals, and that would be ideal from Chelsea's perspective. You know, Vardy's very, very good. 16 goals last season in 48 appearances. He's already scored 3 goals this season as well so far as Jamie Vardy's performances. Prolific goal scorer, very dynamic striker, good at taking penalties, good at leading the lines fantastically well. Good shot accuracy, good pass accuracy, very, very good player, and I think he'd be very, very good in the Chelsea agenda with Jamie Vardy. But look at his overall career, you know, risen up the ranks fantastically well. All the goals that he scored, all the records that he's broke during his career, Vardy has been absolutely fantastic for Leicester City, and Leicester still may will to keep him because they look as though Danny Drinkwater could go. But Chelsea could still, they've got Kante from Leicester, they could still possibly pursue another 1 or 2 players from Leicester in the space of a couple of years. And Everton, who have also spent big in this transfer window, have got quite a lot of players in, are still interested in getting Jamie Vardy from Leicester City, but risen up the ranks fantastically well. I said he's won Players of the Season, Leicester Player of the Month, he's won Player of the Years, he's won Player of the Year award, Players Player of the Year award before. As Jamie Vardy in his whole career won the Premier League with Leicester, was absolutely barstorming that season, won the Championship with Leicester. But there's still, you know, and there's been talks that Mahrez could possibly go as well. So Leicester could lose at least, they could lose 1, maybe 2 players before the end of the current transfer window. So that's what I'm saying. And breaking news about Ross Barkley, Tottenham, we know Chelsea still interested in getting Ross Barkley on the board. Chelsea is still heavily linked with Ross Barkley. He's confirmed that he won't be. And we go back to Vardy. Yes, and Chelsea and Everton will be prepared to offer him more than £100,000 a week that he is receiving with Leicester City. So now we'll go on to Barkley, as I did say earlier. Chelsea still interested. Tottenham are heavily linked to him. They've got Davinson Sanchez now. They're still looking to get Serge Aurier, but Ross Barkley's confirmed he won't be signing a new deal. He has got an hamstring injury, so that could be a debate for the moment in time. Koeman would rather cash in for him now than him become free in January, but I think the valuation has been reduced because Everton haven't been satisfied the way teams have been approaching Ross Barkley. Initially, they was demanding a £50 million price tag for Ross Barkley, who last season created a lot more opportunities than a lot of players. I think he's been at Everton quite a bit now. A very, very creative player, good in the air, very competitive, very tenacious, Ross Barkley. I don't really know. Chelsea, I think, are planning to have discussions with Everton over a £30 million deal for Ross Barkley. Tottenham are still convinced they can get Ross Barkley on the board. They're looking to still add strength and quality into their midfield more. Tottenham, obviously, but they've got Tottenham have still got a good team now. They've got Davinson Sanchez in there. They're on the verge of getting Aurier, and they could still get Ross Barkley as well. They could still possibly get Ross Barkley. As with the Sergio Aurier case, as I said, I think it has come to an agreement. Tottenham have agreed to sign the player on around, I think it's £23 million for Sergio Aurier. I think it has been confirmed that he will be leaving Paris Saint-Germain. We know teams have been heavily linked with Sergio Aurier, but he's not going to get that first team football, you know, with Dani Alves there in the mix and that. We know from PSG's perspective they are looking to offload players and recoup some funds, you know, for their pursuit of Neymar. You know, they're on the verge of getting Mbappe, you know, possibly Fabinho as well. So looking to offload Aurier. And maybe part of the Mbappe deal are looking to offload a player or two with part of the Mbappe and Fabinho deal as well. So they will struggle to comply with financial fair play with PSG if they struggle to offload players as part of their deals they are getting done for Mbappe and Fabinho as well for the PSG. But Aurier, a very, very good player. We know with his convictions, he's assaulting a police officer and an assault. An assault, and I think he's still banned from the UK. He hasn't had his court case just as yet, but I think he will still be allowed to make the current move to Tottenham with Serge Aurier. I think he would fit in the Tottenham agenda, you know, be a fantastic replacement for Kyle Walker from their perspective. And they've also got Davinson Sanchez there, who can play as a centre-back. He's versatile. He's very versatile, you know, he can play as a right-back as well. And Tottenham just want to be consistent, you know, more consistent like they have been for the last couple of years. So we'll see what happens about that. Anyway, we'll get on to some latest news about Philippe Coutinho, guys. As I did update you earlier on, now I think Liverpool have now softened the stance on Philippe Coutinho. Apparently now Barcelona are aware of the price for Philippe Coutinho, and we know now. Earlier on, reports suggested the owners. A meeting had been scheduled. They've had more further talks. The owners of Liverpool have approached Coutinho's representatives, had further more discussions over the situation, and apparently now the way talks have been going, the talks have been positive for Barcelona. Apparently now he will be allowed to leave the current club. A fee may have to be agreed by Monday for him to get sanctioned off. But Barcelona have just basically wanted Philippe Coutinho because, you know, they've got Nelson Semedo, now we've got Dembele, who's doing fantastically well. You know, they've got De La Feu, and, you know, Ousmane Dembele, as I said. So Barcelona want Philippe Coutinho now. They really, really want him. And yes, there's been talks going on. The owners have been in talks with the representatives, and now I think, and Liverpool had basically agreed to having more discussions with Barcelona over this. There has been more discussions going on. Apparently there has been a change of scenery. Now Liverpool will allow him to leave as long as Barcelona are willing to meet the price tag. Coutinho's agents had discussions with Barcelona. Barca have come to England to have discussions. There's been 3 bids rejected at 72 and 89, 114. And now apparently Barca were planning to put a bid in of £138 million. This would be £110 million up front, plus 37 million I would require in add-ons as well. But I think Liverpool now are holding a price tag out of in the region of £147 million. I think this had been discussed in the meeting to let him go. Barcelona have got to meet the demands what Liverpool are demanding, which is apparently in the Express £147 million, and I think the deal will come to an agreement and he will be sanctioned off from Liverpool. So there has been a change. Now that more discussions have popped up, we know before these fresh talks had been currently in display, Liverpool were reluctant and resisted, and the owners, you know, were resisted and reluctant to offload the player. Liverpool made it clear they were not willing to accept any bids whatsoever from Barcelona. We know the player's on a 5-year contract. We know the Barcelona directors being convinced the deal will still happen. I think Coutinho is still injured as well at the moment. But I think he'd be very, very good at Barcelona. I think he'd elevate to that higher level, you know, linking up with Messi, you know, reuniting with Suarez as well. I think he'd do fantastically well. And this is basically why he wants to make the move. He's been at Liverpool for 4 years. He's performed. He's very, very creative, very agile, very skillful player. The ex-Inter Milan player as well. But I think his performances for Liverpool, I think Liverpool can benefit from this, you know, get all that money and get they need another striker to Liverpool. They definitely need someone at the back as well, in my opinion. But yes, since these discussions have been going on, since the owners of Liverpool have approached the players' representative, and this basically said this was happening on Friday and Saturday, and apparently now Liverpool will allow the current player to leave. Coutinho hasn't been satisfied with the way negotiations have been going on since the speculation started about it, but now realistically Barcelona pay this £147 million, then I think the deal will come to an agreement for Philippe Coutinho, and I presume it could be fully announced tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I do not really know, guys. But Barca have also still got Di Maria on their radar. Not the main priority, but he's still on their radar. He's rejected Barcelona before as well. The ex-Manchester United, the ex-Real Madrid player. I just don't like his attitude though. But I think now, you know, and when he handed in that transfer request, you know, and Liverpool rejected it, it didn't look very, very likely. It hasn't looked likely it's going to happen because obviously Liverpool have stood firm, they've been ruthless. But I think since these fresh talks have occurred, I think now it looks realistic now. Liverpool have made a decision to allow him to leave, basically as long as Barcelona are willing to meet that price tag what Liverpool are demanding out, and that's all it is. And I think Barcelona will be capable of paying 147 £1 million. I think this is what's been demanded during the meeting, the £147 million, and then they pay that, and then he will leave the club, will Philip Coutinho. But I think Liverpool need a number 9. They definitely need someone at the back as well, and Liverpool could still get a couple of deals done before the window ends. Chamberlain could still happen for them. They could still get Virgil van Dijk with the with the Chamberlain situation, as I said. He is rejecting £180,000 a week from Arsenal. He's not accepting this. Wenger classifies him a huge talent, experience, very important player for the team. He wanted an increased wage to £125,000 a week, but Arsenal offered him £180,000 a week. They may have thought it had convinced him to stay and see out his deal with Arsenal. After a meeting had took place to sign him a new deal, this didn't materialise, and now he could be making the move. Could Oxlade-Chamberlain. Arsenal pay £15 million for him from Southampton. Chelsea have had, I think, Chelsea I've had a 25 million bid rejected. The convinced they can still wrap up a deal for him for £35 million. They have had discussions, Chelsea and Arsenal, over this situation. Arsene Wenger is still convinced he will not be sanctioned off Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he said this regarding Chamberlain, as I said, Sanchez and Mesut Ozil as well. He's still convinced they will see out their deals with the club. But Arsenal, Kieran Gibbs now could be going to Watford. Mustafi looks like he's going to be leaving. Chamberlain looks like he's going to be leaving. Sanchez, not too sure about him. So Arsenal are in big trouble, guys. At this moment in time. But yes, as I did say, going back to the scenario with Danny Drinkwater, yes, he could be now making the move to Chelsea for £40 million. So this could possibly be their next sign. So what they're looking at, Chelsea, they're looking at quite a lot of players. They're planning to get someone up front with Morata. They're planning to get another 1 or 2 midfielders in there, and I think that would settle Conte for this current transfer window. So anyway, guys, drop your comments, likes below on the channel, subscribe as always, and take it easy, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye.